Good morning. Today is Friday, August the 23rd, 2 minutes to 8 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I'm highly upset, Again, my anger is without rest with the U.S. government and the American people choosing to open up my privacy and see what they can see. I got all kind of spirits coming through here. Last night I tried to get some sleep, and spirit of a Caucasian couple floating over my dresser, telling me to clean up my dresser. Nobody has the right to tell you when to come into your apartment, when to get up, sit down, stand, sweep up, change your clothes, do your dresser. That's stolen knowledge that you ain't got no business fixing your mouth to put on. And another thing, President Biden, I want to touch on again. I see in my spirit that you have a way of trying to matchmake me to, I don't know, I think some of these guys is the Rothschilds. As they add themselves to my website, I could feel the impact of their spirit. They might smile and, come across like you done found your thrill, but they don't mean you no good. As you get to know them and talk to them, they can't wait for you, the same team, to settle with me some money and fake husband scam relationships and stuff. And you don't mastermind no evil in my life. I also see some kind of spirit of the creature also sending in. And it looked like the same creature that enters the body of government uh, authorities. Like I said before, in the days of the Clintons, nobody knew anything about me. When I sent a letter that altered American Act of Disability, because in those days they were in sleep mode, and there were three categories then. If you became disabled, you could qualify for 700, 800, 900, and that was so outdated. So all my letters contained Bible scriptures and stuff in those days. But it caused an uproar. Bill Clinton increased the amount to $10,000 a year. You could work and earn $10,000 a year without them taking anything away from you. But in those days, I think it was like $326 a month. You can work, but you can't make over $600 a month. So, and that uproar, media, everybody uproaring and wanting to know who the stranger was that did such a positive thing. For me to be doing so many positive things in the lives of people, putting money in their pocket, and they want to return back to me as hatred and putting their negative mouth on my household and my ways, I don't agree with that. You don't need those kind of friends in your life. And another thing, President Biden, we are to respect our elders. But see, sometimes the elders have to be rebuked. You're no parent over me to tell me to matchmake me or to choose who's going to get the most of my money and I get the little. It don't work that way. I have a family. We need to restore our name, not NATO's name. Like I said before, I do believe I'm the one who invented that term, sharing is caring. People took that, ran off with it, and put their name on it. So I do believe in sharing, but nobody has ever come before me and my family. All of my money goes to me, and I choose who it belongs to. Now, I don't know when you and your son, uh, Hunter Biden, was exiting the courthouse, you put something in his pocket. Did you put any money in his pocket that comes from my account? I don't owe you people anything. Whatever you gave to him, and if you did, I want it back. It belonged to me, my family. You don't gloat with my money. You don't get frantic over it. You don't take it and pass it out. My suffering, the blood of my family members, my nudity, my pubic hairs. You don't pass it out to the countries of your choice, to your family, to your Rothschild's friends. And if the Rothschilds bought America with money from my household, I want it back too. In the midst of this battle since the office of the Clintons, when they put me on this illegal federal watch list, I had no criminal background then, and I don't have one today. They say I told them I confessed to a crime. No, it's a lie. I cannot have confessed to a crime with no criminal background. But when you send somebody an outreach letter that a fight broke out in the neighborhood, and because your neighbors kept stealing the furniture that you worked for, and it resulted in the use of weapons, especially when you're outnumbered by your neighbors. And I sent him an outreach letter that this thing had happened, and that letter that I sent was the same letter that altered the American Act of Disability. I was working at the time. My neighbor was on Social Security, and we were friends. When you go to a house and sit on the chair, it falls in. kind of furniture, and I didn't want to see nobody living like that. So I sent him an outreach letter, not a confession to a crime letter. So you government presidents, you take our lives for granted. You want to quickly make a punishing decision on somebody's life. Them Clintons ain't got no business on the job. How do you take away my freedom, break the law, open up my privacy to the public, but still earning six figures on the job? No, I want to prosecute it for what you did to me. Whatever judge gave these people permission to toss my nudity out in the open, I want you punished for it. I want you prosecuted for it. And you don't pass my money out to anybody before this battle of my life is complete. You restore my name. You restore my background. And if you took anything, prevented my flight, how you do, you take away the passport too. Restore everything that belonged to me. And get your foot of bondage as a government. Get your foot of bondage off of me. And do not parent my household. Don't come and tell me when to sweep up or we're not going to give you money. Clean off that dresser. This is what you do, Joe Biden. Send your spirit. Clean off that dresser. I'm not coming over. Listen. They have Western Union. They have the bank use special delivery where they send the officer to the door and you show your ID and you send for it. You can pull up with Secret Service. Stay in the car and let them run upstairs. I'll give you a head bob or something. Like you give me a head bob when you said to put some money in Cash App, you give me a head bob. I can come to the door and give you a head bob. You ain't got to come to my house. You should not want to go into anybody's house to share their airspace. You don't know what they have, tuberculosis, COVID-19, whatever. I don't want anybody sharing my airspace and my house that can make me sick. And you should want the same protection for you. So it's good to do what you can to make this problem, this wrong, right. But don't put your foot of bondage on me and say, well, they get the most, you get this is my suffering. I'm not going to settle for the least, And then, well, what are you going to do? We outnumber you and your family. That's exactly why my family never spoke up. Nobody want to lose their life and the lives of their children or be targeted any further to your misconduct. And it don't take all that killing. It don't take all that haughtiness. It doesn't take all that scam and sinister behavior to be in charge, of our lives. God put you down here to make a way for us, to help provide for us and get the bad guy off the street. But when you want to be the bad guy in our faces, outnumber us and our family with weapons and guns and tell united lies, the abundance of lies, well, she's got karma, she's got witchcraft, and it's going across your kids. You put this mess on me, And like I said, for the American people, they can't tell the difference when the witch is you or somebody put a witch on you, They're just ranting and raving and snapping off with the mouth, standing together in dark unity and in darkness, dark strength, And you get enough people standing together, ranting and raving about something that they don't know what they're talking about. Where there's unity, there's strength. Whether your strength be in the light or in darkness. And I'm tired of you people walking over me. And if you provoke me out of my character or provoke my tongue to call down curses, I'm just going to find a way to make the Lord pay. I want you to pay for that eternally. You don't go around acting like wild hyenas for alleged professional people. If you can't stand the way somebody talk, if you don't like the way somebody walk, look, or what the house look like, get out! And keep your mouth off my privacy. Terminate these people out of my household, out of my privacy. Pay for your crimes. Now, if you want to remain friends after you pay for your crimes, give me a word or two as to how things should be done. That's fine. Everybody needs a friend. But don't sit on my money and say, I'm not going to give it to you because your dress ain't clean. I'm not coming in your house because it's a bad neighborhood. You don't have to come in. But I see you spiritually and watching this battle spiritually. You're taking my money to your country friends. Grand style, You got all kind of expensive security with you. This is my suffering, not theirs. I said, I've been afraid of those countries, and I think your fear is false too. When they get together, 10, 20, 30, whatever, and light up their bombs, no, don't be afraid of them. Pay that victim first, and that would be me. I have the right to ask for all of it. You might mock me and say, well, just because you asked for the whole 90 million, we don't have to give it to you. Yeah, well, just because you desire to spend it in tomorrow, I can go through God. Just like you told you, come home. I told her, come home. And when I project my spirit into that kingdom, this is the part where I told you I know something you don't know. My departure from this life will bring back to you global flames. All right? So don't tell me where to get off. Don't counsel me on the condition of my spirit. I can forgive my own sins, as a promise, not the people. Don't think that you're going to sit in the mockery chair and tell me what you're not going to do or not going to give me that belong to me. Now, if you send Secret Service over here, anybody to gun me down or hurt me, I don't want to go out that way. But I still see God is for me. And we're going to get you gone. We're going to get you off the face of the earth. You're not a safe people. You're not a safe government. You are free liars and a hazard walking in the flesh. And I've had enough of you putting myself and my family, lives of my family members, and even the family that I never got to have, the kids that I never gave birth to, because you made my household unsafe. Get these freak show people and free liars and your hazardous behavior out of my household, out of my life. Clean it up. And when you clean up your behavior, when the people return back with some safe speaking, some positive speaking, we have no business in the house. Anyway, did she open the door and let us in? Did we go up the staircase? No. We went through cameras. And we took this woman's privacy. And we knew a whole lot. They got a whole lot to gossip about. I want all of my money, no less than 200 trillion, but the rest that you have, Google told me a 90 billion is 1,000 trillions. So if I ask for 200 trillion, so roughly you should have about, oh wow, you have a whole lot left, So we're going to, give me half. I take 500 trillion. And I'm still going to regulate where the other 500 trillion go. I'm going to be the boss of my body. The boss of my pubic hairs. It's not for your spending, not for you to turn to gold and stuff your kids' pocket with it, your country friends. It's not for you. Not for your gloating. It's not for the Rothschild before the fourth Baron died. I don't even believe he's there. He said they bought cruise ships with money from my household. We bought it for you. Well, if you bought it for me, why are you pocketing the money and I don't have a penny? And there was something else too. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, made money from my household. Tubi, TV, money came from my household. Netflix, Shark Tank. I watched this battle spiritually. Dollar Tree. I don't know about Family Dollar. I'm tired of you people opening business up. Panduo, TikTok, Temu, off my privacy. And then you're supposed to hate me? I haven't done anything to you. And if you're trying to blame me for God's global disasters that tear down your labor because I told you I was the Lord's wife, well, that's what he told me. But see, he can do better with you. I can't. He can tap some more. I can't. And that's the only offer he gave me. He gave me the authority to project my spirit into the kingdom and decide when to put your global lights out. So you're not going to walk over me like that. And I better start seeing some positive results towards my money this year. Because I don't want you taking your misconduct and your deceptions, your stinking thinking that you got me bound, fool, and I'm your protege. And I need you to tell me when to get up, sweep up, take a bath, what. You don't counsel my personal life. I'm the adult of my own decisions, Mr. Biden, U.S. government, American people. And if somebody got to yell at you to get out their household and call down curses for you all hyenas to get out of my household, we're going to make the Lord pay for the negligent writing and the unsafe writing of his hands. And I got faith just to do that. I don't want your dragon, your universal spirit alone crying in the sky. I want him off that throne. And I got faith, not foolish faith, not dysfunctional faith or wavering faith. I got faith. You don't write no mess about no woman like you wrote in Zechariah 5:7 or anywhere else in the Bible. You don't write the trash of a woman. Gotta treat us like that, don't create us no more. I see what the world means when I say serve the devil on your dying bed, accept Jesus as Lord and Savior. I see what you mean. God ain't no safer than the enemy. But he is real. He's all we have. And he's able to correct his ways. But if I don't like his reward, You know, you just want to dry your tears, let whole nation walk over you, go all under your skirt, feed the kids, and save over some college money and everything. Yeah. House already paid for, probably. Yeah. And the only thing he got to reward you with is to dry your tears. You don't want to serve no God like that. You want to practice salvation and keep your spirit saved, but accept him when you're dying bit after you live a full life of the age of 90. You know. But anyway, President Biden, I don't want to speak bad of the Rothschild family, but I don't appreciate nobody being introduced to me on a sinister note. If Trent is related to Jacob, those are some darling looking boys. Those are. And at the time when the fourth Baron was alive, when he was talking positive, well, I'm going to pay for this. They messed up your arm. I'm going to pay for that. People like to hear stuff like that. But when it pans out to be deception, or like a worm at the bait of a rod, something to bait you in to that head chopping or that further disaster, your grave, when you bait somebody in with charm to your grave, that's you are no people to deal with. And the word of God said two can't walk together unless they agree. How you have a friendship with them who seek my blood for money, who buy a cruise ship against myself, the fear of my family, the blood of my family members, and they're out there partying. You that kind of friend? Well, how did you not stuff your son's pocket with money that come from my household? How did you not? Two can walk together with that type of conduct in mind frame. Oh, just walk over her, sell her, take the money and pay off all your debts, pay off city debts. And no. Yeah, you think of me like that, you really don't have a business holding a penny of it. You don't do nobody like that. Yeah. It's something worse than monsters in your behavior and in your spirit. What can be worse than a monster? I don't know. It's going to take me a while to figure that out. But you stop your monster behavior against my life. The name of my family members is more important than satisfying NATO. NATO had enough money. They recently did a story on the war in Sudan. They're killing each other, Sudan and another African country. And the very officer that did the report was from NATO. He was rich in his spirit and full of the Holy Spirit. He knew that I was watching that video. He spoke inwardly. He said, well, we don't want you owning NATO. Why don't want you with my 20 trillion? I don't kiss hide. I want my money back. I want this problem solved and settled in my life fair and square. I want to be able to call it fair, a fair settlement. You don't take the blood of my family members, spend it on your hide, and then tell me what you don't want. Well, I can't own NATO no way, because there's too many of us, too many captains stirring the same ship. I don't need that trouble. I don't need to bring a brute government that despise me and mock me already closer into my life with more rules and regulations. I want you to pay what I asked you for. I want my money, and I want you to terminate this people out of my life. Never give them permission over anybody's privacy, not on mine. You need to, as a government, if you fall off the right way, you need to be rebuked back, and steered back on the right path. You don't ever give nobody, I don't care what they said. If they didn't prove they had karmas in court, even if they did, you don't open my private life to the public like that. Hey, you people are monsters. And I don't want you making business deal to bring me closer to you. Refund my money from NATO, because I don't want you either. I can take that, if I gave a donation to NATO, it would be $1 million, not 20 trillion. I can take that 20 trillion and create my own security firm and live in the back, live in an attic somewhere. I don't need you either. You don't tell me what you don't want. My family, from the time of the Clintons through the Bushes, I've lost 13, or less counted, lives of family members that I've watched together with Holy Spirit, your government strategy killings. You don't tell me what you don't want from the blood of my family members, because I don't want you to have it either. And I never told Joe Biden to pass out anything before he gave me first what I asked for. But if I don't ask for the whole 90 million, it's like I'm morally giving you permission to continue to do the wrong thing. No, I don't agree with that. Because you know what? As sure as you did the wrong thing to make that money, if you had not done the wrong thing to make it, I wouldn't have it. If people did not force their way into my life, I wouldn't have it. But people say, well, it's Our money. We supported this wrongdoing. You ain't got no business supporting nothing. It's my money, my hide, my privacy, and you ain't got no business with your eyes on it and your ass in my house. So I don't owe you nothing. I can ask for the whole 90 of you, and I should receive it. You need to be thankful that after all this, I decided to ask for half of it. Anywhere from 200 trillion to 500 trillion would be fine. I'm not worried about you gunning me down, because God got you. You're not going to continue to misconduct yourself, bloody misconduct yourself on somebody else's earth. You're wrongfully mistaken. Now that's the part I told you I know something that you don't. And that's the reason I spent 10 years on Facebook coming after you. He gave me the authority. Like he's telling you now when you send your spirit up there, I'm not leaving without her. He gave me the authority to decide when to cut off your global lights. So, no, I'm not going to keep telling you this. I don't go around threatening anybody. Everything I tell you, I back it up with proof. But anyway, don't tell me, Joe Biden, the condition of your my spirit. You Nephilim's people, your wives and your sons is created by creature power. Yeah. So, like the Bible said, work out your own soul salvation. We have enough in this world, this bloody world, this violent world of God, with a portion of some goodness. Keeping up our own spirit. You keep up your own spirit. You whisper a prayer for somebody, but you don't say, well, I don't see no God in you. You don't pray. Well, God and I can handle our own business, our own personal issues. He know what he did to me, but he ain't left me. So who is you to sit and say, well, I don't see no God in you, so pretty much I'm not giving you nothing. So you didn't say the other part, pretty much I'm not giving you nothing, but that's what I perceive you to be saying. Don't judge my spirit. You're not my savior. You're not my redeemer. And your government is not my kingdom. So, I know the road that I take. Don't make any personal, friendly requests or gestures or in my life before you pay me my money. Like I said, you pay me my 200 trillion. If you want to remain friends, and if I ever get married to the man of my choice, that's fine. But don't make any decisions in my life, you and nobody else. Uninvited decisions. You ain't got no business knowing my very face, my very name. And then you're going to take my face and open up to a dangerous public? People that get funky and mad and kill you, and when they find out that they killed the best, they cry and go somewhere else or say, oops, I'm sorry, too late now. Open up my life to no too late people. Whose knowledge is a bunch of hogwash. But anyway, I'm upset about this. I'm grieved by this intrusion into my privacy. And whoever gave people permission to come into my privacy, whatever judge, I want you off that job. And whatever you have saved for your life, I want it for me. I want it taken away from you and given to me. And all you businesses that's opened up with my money, I want to shut down. Because you are to work for your money, not go through the U.S. government and inspire them to pimp somebody, sell somebody's nudity. When you put cameras in somebody's house, in somebody's bathroom, the kitchen, whatever, we can walk around the house any kind of way we want. The Bible is against walking around the house in nudity, but to the God we serve, we stand to fall, not to a nation of people. And I'm tired of these strange people knowing my face now. Anytime you know somebody's face and you know somebody's name, you can meditate on them no matter where in the world they go. You can find them just by knowing their face and their name. You can find their address. And that's what you did. You took away my right to remain anonymous. And when you open that door, every crime under the sun you have broken. How do you sit there as a Supreme Court, appellate court, a government, and continue to put people in jail? You ain't worthy to put nobody in jail. To send Secret Service to assassinate somebody, to put your foot on nobody. You can't watch crime, profit crime, the abundance of it, make profits off the abundance of crime, and then judge the least of these. That's hypocrisy. Pay me for my suffering, and vacate my life peacefully, terminate people out of my life, out of my privacy, When I say terminate them out of my life, I mean out of my privacy. Yeah. You done fled my household with strange spirits. People coming through here. I got to struggle to get some sleep, all because of you. And I don't know, my magistrate is under your blasphemous conduct as a government, as a people. You know, I don't know, these brand new insurance companies opening up Zing with the Z as in zebra, and whatever else you help carry open up, when they tell me I don't qualify for this or don't qualify for that, you know, maybe I don't, you know. But the thought of you making money from my household, creating them, and then you're going to come back and tell me what I don't qualify for with my money, and you're going to be like NATO, going to come back and tell me what you don't want to own with my, give me my money back. And remove your hellish ways out of my life. Don't open up anything. House of Representatives, Congress, Senate, President. Don't open up any business until you pay me first. You put me first. Or I'm going to that same God that told you, I told her to come home. And when I project my spirit into that kingdom, I'm going to send you back some global flames. He didn't tell you. I didn't tell you. Don't you ever put these people in front of me again. My magistrate, whether you believe it or not, you want to mock it, you ain't going to further mock it. Now you could pass out money to them. You could ignore me. You could mock me, but you can't have tomorrow. Do not put these people in front of me. Yeah. Do not open up anything. Zing Insurance, I don't appreciate that. You sell my hide, open up what you want to open up. Yes, it's important to provide for them, but not before me. That's the difference. The major difference. Because those words that God spoke to you in your face, I told her to come home, that's going to happen. And when I get there, that's the part that I know that you don't know. I'm the one who served you those global flames. I'm the reason he's telling you I'm not going to leave without her. I'm the one that's going to put your global lights out. It's not a threat. It's a fact in your face. Don't you freaking ever. I ought to make you shut down, Zing, wherever you sent my money. I don't know how many you done spread it out to. Now, I did say people needs are important, but not one of them is more important than me. This is our earth. And you're going to do things my way. Or I'm going to project my spirit into that kingdom. And those words that he told you as courts, as a president, I told her to come home. There's no further reason for you to be down here. Yeah. Your breathing start with us. Your replenishing of the earth start with us. It's going to start with us too. If you continue to mock my house, think you're going to set me up with a scary relationship, husband, buy a house, buy a car, give me the lease, and give them the abundance. No. You're making for yourself a global atomic disaster. Yeah, but anyway, you know what that means. So, if you want to count that as a threat, send Secret Service over here with their guns like Obama once did, and I tried to close the door, they lied, and they told me they was UPS or somebody. So I opened up the door, Secret Service out there with the guns. So I'm like, what's with this? He said, well, Barack Obama sent us. Did you send him a threatening letter? I said, Barack Obama's name is not a respectful name in my house, you know, because I don't appreciate anybody that I reach out to for help to get these cameras out of my house, and they ignore me and mock me. So I said, well, I don't want to answer any questions. So I went to close the door, and they put their foot in my door, you know, and pushed their way on in. And did the protocol thing where they search the house. Well, is there anybody here beside you? Excuse me? I told you, I'm not a Barack Obama fan. And if you ain't got, do you have any proof in writing? Show me where I threatened him. No. Do you have a letter? No. Well, why are you here? Well, you got your foot in my door. Why did you push yourself into my house? So I don't want you in my house, period. So don't worry about what my dresser look like, what the kitchen look like. Yeah. You don't have to be in here because you're not a safe government. You're not a safe people. You're not a safe authority figure. Yeah. But I want the same respect that you did when you took my money out there to Russia and other countries. You went in person. Yeah. Just because I'm asking you to come in person or to do the same to me, whatever money you put in Cash App, bring it back to me. Yeah. Together with what I asked for. I know I should not be talking about these things in front of people because they can kill me, cut my throat, gun me down. Yeah, I know. But like I said, I know something that you don't know. This throat you cut, this brain you blow out, this hide you whoop, God gave me the authority to cut your lights off too. That's what I told her to come home, man. That's what he told you? Yeah. Uh-huh. And he now, you send your spirit up there? He said, I'm not leaving without her. So who are you to sit in President Biden, sit in judgment to tell me the condition of my spirit? I know when I rise, I want to rest and base and abound. When I'm going to get up, I'll do it in my time. Not in your time to sit on my life and say, well, I see some darkness. I give you nothing. No, don't work that way. Because you're going to keep sitting there for long. And at your older age, you know, you're almost up there, to be judged. God is going to say, He's just going to send you right back to me. Just like He's doing to everybody else. Ask her, can you be saved? And the answer is no. So I'm the judge of this thing, President Biden. Kamala Harris and whoever else this video may concern. Supreme Court, House of, I'm the judge of this thing. Don't put anybody before me. Because I don't have to provide tomorrow for you. God is all power. This is His earth. But He gave me all favor to ask for anything that I want to ask for. And I will ask that your tomorrow be terminated. And your eternal birthright, I will terminate your eternal birthrights if you continue to put these people in front of me. If you don't get these nasty, grievous social cannibals out of my privacy. I'm headed that way. I'm changing. I don't have to be nice to you. I'm changing. And I wish you would send somebody over here to gun me down. I would terminate your global existence as well as your eternal birthrights. That's what come home means. All right? Don't ever tell me where to get off that on what is also my earth, fourth on orbit. Every penny you gave to those perverted Rothschilds, I see spirits of the little one, little Jacob, trying to pick at the lock of the downstairs door. Sometimes I watch things in my spirit. I see him with two other guys. He carried weapons and stuff like that. Listen, they're a friend in your face. They say the most sweetest things in your face, but like the Bible said, when you humble yourself and fast, you can see the other side. And make sure that person that you shake hands with is your friend. All right? Send some disturbing stuff. Don't pick no pens from me. Don't pick anything from me other than an ink pen to sign my 200 trillion. That's all you pick from me, President Biden. All right? And if you leave that office and turn it over to Kamala Harris to hand me gun down, which is her practice, we got you. You ain't going to be doing all this on our provider tomorrow. We got you.